In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect your X-Plane 11 or 12 to your ForeFlight. So stick around right here on Pitch for VY. Hey, Steve here from Pitch for VY. As said, I'm going to go ahead today and show you how to connect your X-Plane 11 or 12 to your ForeFlight in your iPad or on your iPad here. The good thing is about this program is, or this procedure that is there are no third-party softwares to download. You just simply configure your X-Plane to communicate with your iPad via your own home network. So make sure, first thing you're going to have to do is to make sure that your iPad and that your computer are set to the same network. And once that's done, 1/3 of the battle is already there. And it's not that hard to do at all. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, just go ahead and make sure that your network is the same. Both devices are on the same network. Go into your settings on your iPad here, and you should look at Wi-Fi, and you'll see where your Wi-Fi connection's at. And make sure this is what your computer's set to as well, the same network itself. And once that's configured, or once that's set correctly, we'll go to the next step here. Now, what you need to do is to get the IP address of your local network, and unfortunately, that's something you're going to have to go through your router configuration to find out what that is. Each unit's a little bit different. Undoubtedly, most of them are going to start with the IP address of 192.168. Whatever. There are a few out there that may use an IP address of 10. Whatever. But for the most standard, it's 192.168, and the last two octets are different. But once you've located that, write that number down. It's important you write your local IP address, local network IP address down, because it's going to be used in this next step. So let's go ahead and jump to that next step here. Okay, now that we have X-Plane open, let's go to our Settings tab. We're looking for the network right here, network option. Make sure it's clicked. Over to the right, we're going to look for iPhone, iPad, and external apps. Now, if this is not expanded, you see a plus by, just go ahead and click next to it to expand it. What we're going to do here at this point, we only have two changes to make. Here. One of them, we're going to go ahead and put in the IP address that we had you jot down earlier, your network IP address. And that goes right here. Just type that in. And once that's typed in, go down to other mapping apps. We're looking at broadcast to all mapping apps on the network. Now, if this box is not checked, go ahead and check it. If it's checked, you're good to go. Once that's done, just go ahead and click done, and you should be good to go there. Now, note that X-Plane is not going to show up in ForeFlight under the devices until you've actually launched the flight. So let's go ahead and just launch that flight, and I'll show you what happens. Okay, let's go ahead and launch our X-Plane. And once it's launched, we need to start a new flight in order for our connection to be made to our ForeFlight app. So let's go ahead and start a new flight. Make sure you have ForeFlight running on your iPad, by the way, while you do this. And if you're in devices, go ahead and click devices on your iPad, and you'll see actually there is nothing there yet. But once X-Plane is started, you'll see our airplane show up on our plate there. Now, let's just go ahead and see what this is like in real life here. So let's go ahead and start a new flight here. And as you can see, ForeFlight, our plates showing our aircraft on the taxiway. We're heading to 26. Slow myself down a little bit here.
Approaching runway 26.
Check left and right for aircraft. Proceed onto the runway.
Entered runway 26, 6,900 feet remaining.
And let's see if I can do this by going off the damn runway. Pardon the French. I'm doing this in bare feet, so my feet keep slipping on the rudder pedal. There we go. Yeah, I'm veering off the dang. Well, don't judge my takeoff here too badly. But you get the drift. You can see the aircraft is being tracked in ForeFlight. So there you go. There you have it. The aircraft will be tracked regardless of where you're going here. It's ForeFlight, and X-Plane is now communicating. Well, as you can see, it's really not that difficult. Now, if you do run into some other little quirks there, I'm not going to be able to troubleshoot them over this video, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and place a link in the description below of ForeFlight, and they have ways of telling you what to check should you run into any peculiarities or any quirks in your setup with ForeFlight and X-Plane. So anyway, I hope this video has been a little bit helpful to you. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and consider subscribing and click that like button if you think it's deserved. And until next time, this is Steve from Pitch for VY. Fly safe.